It sucks that I have to make this video, but for my own sanity, I have to make this video. This is about my love-hate relationship with Pimax, manufacturer of these PC VR headsets. So I will talk about the things that I love about the company, but I must tell you also about the things that I absolutely hate about Pimax and that, in my opinion, could, if they don't change, actually destroy the company or for sure prevent them from actually reaching their potential, because I believe they do have a lot of potential. Disclaimer for Pimax, because I know that you're watching this. This video is not meant to bash on you or to hate on you or simply to destroy your reputation. No, this video is meant as a mirror for you to make you understand what kind of impression your communications make on other people, right? So that you can reflect on this and improve. And actually, I really want you to succeed because I love VR just as much as you do. And that is an important disclaimer that I want to put in front of this video. Also really important, in this video, I'm going to show clips from Pimax Frontier. So you will see Sweeviver or Yap, the employees of Pimax. So I must tell you, biggest respect for those two guys, right? Whatever I say in this video is not about them. It's about the Pimax management. And Sweeviver and Yap are doing such a great job. And I know that actually because they're there, many of bad things that could have happened to Pimax have been prevented by their great work. So that's important to put there up front as well. All right, let's start with the things that I love about Pimax. So I know Pimax are VR enthusiasts too. And they're giving us, the VR enthusiast, this stuff that we actually want, right? The Pimax Crystal Light. It's an amazing headset. And you know that if you're watching this channel, right? And I still think this is the right headset for you if you're a VR enthusiast and you want to find a replacement for your Reverb G2 or for your Index or whatever. So yeah, go and buy this headset and yeah, use my affiliate link. It's down in the description of this video. So that's that. It's an amazing headset and they're giving us what we want. They are constantly trying to push the boundaries and to simply advance PC VR. So VR with DisplayPort, and that is amazing. And for that, I celebrate them. I truly believe that Pimax could be a way bigger player than they are right now if they would not do the things that I'm going to talk about in the remainder of this video. Unfortunately, that already brings us to the hate side. I truly hate what they communicate, how they promise things that are simply not real. And the best example is the Pimax Crystal Light $699 version, the version without local dimming. So when they talked about the Pimax Crystal Light, they came out blazing with this wow, starting from $699 price point for the Pimax Crystal Light without local dimming. Wonderful. You know, like $699 is just such an amazing price. And because I was also excited by this, obviously, I made videos just like this one here, right? $699, like big in the thumbnail. And excitedly, I told my people about this price point, right? In several videos. I made several videos. Also, like I made the video, should you get the version without local dimming or with local dimming, and telling people, yeah, you can go for the $699 version because even without local dimming, it's gonna be good, right? So that's great. So they kind of like advertised this amazing price, but in the end, it turns out it's not a thing. Right? It is not a thing. All the people who pre-ordered the $699 version, yeah, they could not pay for it. But they could upgrade, of course, to the $799 version or to the $899 version, right? Because that version is kind of ready. And for the $699 version, yeah, nobody knows. Then they introduce some kind of new payment method, right? Some kind of trial payment. Nobody really knows why. It's a good idea to pay like the biggest part of the money up front, and then you can pay like $200 if you like it. Yeah, strange. That's a strange thing on its own, right? But, well, for this kind of trial payment, suddenly there was no talk anymore about the $699 version. It was completely gone. And now, interestingly, if you go to their website, and if you want to purchase the Pimax Crystal, you can choose your desired version of Crystal Light, but what is actually missing is the $699 version. You can only get the $899 version or the $799 version. So for some reason, without them saying anything about it, there's absolutely no communication about what happened to the $699 version. It's just gone. And they hope that nobody will find out, it seems, right? They just don't talk about it. It just feels, okay, they will never find out about this. And it's just bad. It's so wrong. You know how it feels like? It feels like bait and switch, right? You bait people with this amazing price, $699 for an amazing headset, blah, and then boom, switch. Yeah, it's going to come out later. Or not talking about it, and you simply can't buy it. And you know what? In my opinion, that is truly, truly terrible, because I feel bad. I made these videos with $699. People were hoping for it, so people ordered it, and then they were unhappy, of course, because they cannot buy it. And obviously, this will also be bad for me, because I did talk about the $699 version. I took whatever they said at face value, and now I know, yeah, that was obviously wrong, right? But yeah, that's so bad in my opinion. And in the future, if they say something amazing like this, I simply cannot take that, what they say, at face value, but instead I will just wait for any tangible product like this, the $799 version, which is amazing, and I will just talk about it. And whatever they say in their communications, I can like tell you, but it always has to be like, hey guys, this is what they said, and this is, yeah, probably not the reality, right? That is so sad. And unfortunately, this is not something that just happens now with the $699 version of the Pimax Crystal. This is a pattern. If you look at the history of Pimax, this happened before. This kind of bait with something amazing, but then switching it up for something else and hoping that nobody will find out and hoping that MRTV is not going to make this video. Sorry about this, but it had to be said. I have to make this video. So yeah, let's talk about the things that happened before, where something like this also happened. So this here, the Pimax 12K QLED, their absolute flagship headset, was announced at the Pimax Frontier event like 2 years ago, right? It's their super flagship, a 12K QLED, a human FOV, the best headset that anyone could ever think of, like crazy, and it cost $2,399. And what is amazing about this, let me turn down the volume here. So, for the first 12 months after release, if you own any Pimax VR headset before the shipping date, you can get a full purchase price deducted from the Reality 12K QLED price. What? Unbelievable. So, that meant like, if you, at that time, you could just say, okay, you know what? I'm going to buy the Pimax 8KX or any other Pimax headset. And, it's kind of for free, because the full price of this headset will be deducted from the full purchase price of this Pimax 12K QLED Reality Series headset, which is such an amazing headset that for sure I will want it, right? So lots of people, they simply bought an 8KX or another Pimax headset because they thought, you know what, amazing, it's basically free until I get the Pimax 12K QLED, then I'm going to give it back, and I'm going to get the full price deducted here from the Pimax 12K QLED. Yeah. And here it says it's available in Q4 2022. Unfortunately, now we have June of 2024. There is no Pimax 12K QLED. And all the people who bought those Pimax headsets, yeah, they don't get this trade-in. You know what it feels? Yeah, you guess what I want to say, right? It feels like a bait and switch, right? So again, I'm not saying that Pimax intentionally is doing a bait and switch, but it surely gives you this impression, right? It just feels like they are showing something amazing, something that people want, and then people go for it, but then they switch it and people don't get it. That is basically bait and switch. So that is a huge problem. And now the same with the $699, but not only that. There's another thing that I simply need to talk with you about for the latest Pimax Frontier event. And that is the following. So the Pimax Crystal Super headsets, the next generation of headsets. So yeah, there's a QLED version, right? Which makes sense, right? So that's good. But then there's also a Crystal Super MicroOLED version. Okay, cool. The first MicroOLED headset. Nice, yeah. So probably makes you feel like you don't need to buy a big screen beyond right now, like a product that's actually on the market that is using MicroOLED. You know what? You can just wait for the Pimax Crystal Super MicroOLED, right? It costs $1,999 and it can do lots of things. Like, for example, it has glass pancake lenses, they say. Interesting thing is you cannot buy them off the shelf. It must be produced for them. So yeah, that's that. But that's another story. So $1,999. And
Crystal owners at $399 US.
For Crystal users, for sure, you're going to even get a $400 discount. So this Crystal Super Micro OLED version will only cost $1,600 US. And you know what? Like, I do understand how this industry works, and I understand like the costs that are actually involved in making something like this. Those micro OLED displays, how expensive they are, and they are expensive, right? And then lenses, if you want to make like specialized lenses that you don't buy off the shelf, how expensive something like this is. So the BOM cost, the bill of materials cost, it's going to get very, very close to those $1,600 that they actually want to offer this device to Pimax Crystal users. So this is, it just feels not real to me, honestly speaking, right? So this is, first of all, crazy, but it gets better.
Discount when they order any of the three Crystal Super options. And you can reserve your Crystal Super.
They want to ship this, right? They don't exactly say which version, but they say Pimax Crystal Super, shipping from September 2024. And of course, if you own a Crystal, then you get priority. Okay, that's probably okay. But they say shipping from September 2024. So now it is June 2024. So basically, yeah, in 3 months they're going to ship this. Are you kidding me? Like, why do they set themselves up for failure? This is impossible. The thing is, those micro OLED displays that they most probably are going to use, they only go into mass production in December. You know, the most likely they're going to use the micro OLEDs from a certain Chinese company that I know of. Right. So first of all that. Then, right now, the yield rate for these micro OLED displays is very low, super low. Like probably from 10 displays that they have to buy, only one is like the perfect grade, the usable grade without any kind of display problems, you know? So that means if they want to really go into the mass production in September or in December, let's say December, they must price this device at a much more expensive price point if they don't want to give that to customers with faulty displays, right? And then they also want to give you those glass pancake lenses that cannot be bought off the shelf, which probably have to be developed first, right? So most probably you're looking at some delivery date of, I don't know, Q3 2025 if you actually want to sell this device. So I don't understand why Pimax is setting themselves up for failure. It is another, in my opinion, this year with the whole thing with the MicroOLED Pimax Crystal Super is another communications error that, again, it feels like a bait and switch. I don't want to say that they intentionally want to bait and switch people, but it just feels like they just want to make sure that you don't buy the Big Screen Beyond or I don't know, the XR4 or the Somnium VR1 because there's going to be the MicroOLED headset from Pimax very soon, right? So we better not buy these other headsets that are available right now, but wait for it. But I can tell you, you're going to wait forever. This is never, and I'm telling you, never going to ship in September 2024. So this is something that is completely not understandable for me. Why do these kind of communications that feel like bait and switches? Like, we are not stupid. We understand that this is not real, you know? So why set yourself up for failure? Why do that? It would be perfectly fine if they would have just announced the Pimax Crystal Super QLED and say that, okay, it's going to come out sometime in Q4 probably. Probably that's something that can actually happen, right? Because, well, the QLED technology is further and they have better yield rates. They can just buy the panels. It's okay. They are already in the XR4, right? So no problem about this. And yeah, people would be happy and buy it for $2,000 or what, and that's it. So why do these things and promise something that never is going to happen or much later? And I don't understand it. So there you have it. This was my Pimax rant, my love-hate relationship with Pimax. And again, I just make this video in order to send this message to the Pimax management. I have already told them several times in private about the things, about the $699 version. And I told them, okay, what's going on with the $699 version? You have to tell the people what's going on instead of just dropping it and hoping nobody will find out, right? You do it. But to no avail. I heard nothing back from this, and it just seems like they don't understand that this is important. That's why I feel like forced to make this video so that people will understand what's going on and like kind of, make them get better. Yeah, I really hope that the Pimax people will understand that, and that I also hope that they will be successful. Again, I love this product here, for example, and I want to have Pimax products going forward. But Pimax, if you don't change your ways about that absolutely crazy communication problems that I've just shown you, then you will not reach your full potential and probably you will even completely go down. So please change that communication flaws and just become a normal company. Thank you. So that's everything that I have for this video. Now I really want to know about your opinion. Do you agree with me and what I just told you about these kind of actions that feel like bait and switch? Right? Do let me know in the comment section. Or do you think like, hey, no, everything is right what they're doing, and in the end they do deliver the products? Also, do let me know in the comment section. If you want to get involved in more discussions about Pimax and all the other headsets, then go to the MRTV Discord server. I'm there every day talking with people, and the community itself, it's great. So the link also in the description of this video. And of course, if you've not yet subscribed to MRTV, absolutely do that now, because here you're getting independent reviews about all the VR headsets and industry news. It is pretty amazing here, absolutely. So subscribe now. Yes, and you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.